for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real, for real. It's real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear.
They clear.
I'm shining from ear to ear.
I'm shining from ear to ear. Stand my ground, I ain't showing no fear. I done came up like the top of the stairs. These takers, they cannot compare. I'm in the crowd with the mosh pit. I hit the stage and it show. I'm in the game, I can't floor.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Green. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
That's fine. Yeah.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Rodgers now on 1st down. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 319! 319!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watching now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And now here come the Raiders. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field.
3 down. 358. 43's the mic. Ball. Wide. 26. 43's the mic.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to wind up in air. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
319.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Rodgers now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a give left side to Falk. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Check. Yeah, baby. Boom. Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Hey, Lex.
On 1st down, Green. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Tate's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
319.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw. Cooper's got it. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's their quarterback, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
319.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey. 319. 43
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
319.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Rodgers again now. Keeps himself upright. And my goodness, another interception. The first NFL pick for the rookie Denzel Ward. He was looking for his tight end Kelsey. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll look to throw here. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Green 18.
Rodgers again here on second and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 10. Here's Rodgers. This is caught by Antonio Brown. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he sheds himself free. Boom! There goes Green. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Right back to him on first down. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
319.
Here's Rodgers to throw again. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Right.
To throw is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
319. 258.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Rodgers now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And down he'll go at the 25. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rodgers to throw once more. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
319. Wind out. You got 58. 58.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.